Hold on. Let me take a sip.
Together at last.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I had a long weekend.
Tell me about it.
I was in your town.
My town?
I know. Lily was
My God, that side of the Cape?
featured in the Cape Cod Art Museum.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It was her final year. It's her senior year, and it's Through Their Eyes. It's a exhibition that they do every single year with the kids of Cape Cod.
That's awesome. Is it still on display?
K through 12, and it goes on through
Nice.
the end of June.
Fun.
So yeah, definitely find yourself if you're in the Cape Cod area, go and look at it. I was so impressed. Also impressed with the art teachers. They also have ones for sale in the middle.
Oh, I'm sure.
And there were some really good ones. I was very impressed, but I laughed out loud, almost too loud, when I walked into the room. And of course, my daughter's like front and center, right underneath like the explanation of this event that was going on. And I'm like, of course yours is there. I don't know whether it's because it's the biggest, but here it is.
Well,
I know. Well, that's her. Very dramatic and also costly.
yeah, we talked about it a little bit. I wondered if you were going to chit chat about that on air.
I don't know if that's even chit-chattable. It's her prom. It's her senior year. She's our last baby girl. And apparently
I'm sorry. All of those reasons do not justify this.
I 100% agree.
Okay.
I was looking to my husband for support.
What was Dad thinking?
I was like, text, help. We went prom dress shopping. Not the first time we've gone prom dress shopping.
Well, that's the other thing too. This isn't her only prom. What do you think say this and then I'll ask my next question.
$1,000. $930. We're not even done.
Okay, but it does have feathers.
Once she put it on, there was no undoing it. That was the first one she tried on, and like that was it.
Well, that was your mistake. You know, they say, have you ever watched Say Yes to the Dress?
No.
See, you should have done your research. It's one of my favorite shows.
It's a prom
I don't know
dress,
why.
not a wedding dress.
I know, but like the philosophy still stand. Don't take a big entourage because somebody's going to be negative. Only bring the people that you want.
Yep.
The people that are going to be supportive. And then they say, don't put on the dress that's outside your budget because if you fall in love with it, you're going to end up spending the money.
See, that's the thing. She's like a demented princess. She doesn't think anything's outside of her budget.
It's not her credit card.
Right?
It was Dad's credit card.
I was like, so this is $9. And he was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, so we're telling her no, right? He's like, which card? I was like, wait, what? And then somehow yesterday it turned into like, well, you were there. Like, I was looking for support.
Are these things to like look forward to in parenting?
It's not getting any cheaper. I will tell you that.
Holy smokes. No wonder it's like so horrific. I can't imagine being a high school girl competing against girls going to prom in $1,000 dresses.
I feel like my parents almost got a divorce over my dad buying me $160 dress.
Well, we were just saying, like, my dresses were old Fagawi ball dresses that I pulled out of my mother's closet, the back of the closet, like, and I was so little, they fit like a glove.
Yeah.
So everything was like perfect on. I had maybe about shoes, but like everything was done.
Yeah.
And that was because I was absolutely terrified, and never in a million years was I going to ask for $200 to buy a prom dress. It was just never going to happen.
$900.
I can't imagine. What do you?
I don't even know. I'm like, we're gonna.
Brutal. I'm so glad I'm not a high school.
She's gonna have to wear like 9-inch heels because I don't even want to alter it. I just want to resell it already. Get it gone.
I'm sure.
It's a beautiful dress. It's a beautiful dress, and I'm thankful she's not a pageant girl.
Do you think you can resell? That's such a Lily dress.
I know.
I wonder how it would even go with a resale.
I have no idea. All I know, it's just at least it's not needing alterations in the body area.
Yeah.
So, I mean, consignment, I don't even care about that. As long as somebody else gets to enjoy that dress, because it's an absolute beautiful dress.
That's true. I was going to say, would you donate it? Would you do anything like that?
She will eventually. I'm sure she will.
It's probably with tax write-off if you donate it.
Probably worth more than the car I donated to Habitat.
Just deducted $500 for my taxes for my daughter's
and off of my life also.
Is she got to wear gloves though? Does she know she's got to wear gloves?
I don't know.
She's got to wear gloves. It's like off the shoulder, black, ruched, strapless, gorgeous, black overlay over nude body. And the bottom is like a full mermaid skirt with feathers, just for those who
Feathers everywhere.
needed
You're
the
right. Thank you,
description.
Tori.
You're welcome. And all the proper terms, you know where I learned those proper terms? Say yes to the dress.
All right.
Here we are. I'm just saying, it's an education system.
Damn it. This is like some Met Gala shit I'm not used to, okay? That's coming up.
We're not that far away.
No, we're not. That's why I was like, Tori, we need to
Actually,
hurry up and get back together because that's one of our bigger episodes.
It is. It's because it's my favorite thing. I don't remember the theme though. We talked about it. I don't remember.
I know. I feel like it was something not so exciting, but they'll make it exciting.
They're getting worse and worse. Met Gala theme 2024. Oh, Sleeping Beauties, reawakening fashion.
Okay, so it's going to be
a garden
whimsical.
of time. Florals in spring.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fairy tale stuff.
Groundbreaking.
That's why we mocked it. It all adds up now.
It was a Devil Wears Prada moment.
Yep.
Anyway,
perfect.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
How was your weekend? What'd you do?
Oh my God, literally nothing.
That's nice though.
So I have in this winter gotten really into a PlayStation 5 that I
I love how she's gingerly walking into
yeah, because I'm just
I am going to be torn to shreds. Whatever, it is what it is.
Boyfriend has one, and he has a really great couch. So I will find myself cemented and like locked in. But I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, which is this like Harry Potter game that is so unbelievable. Anyway, I'm like almost have beaten the game entirely. All I wanted to do was beat the level that Boyfriend was at because I was competitive. And so much of the game goes back to like it's true Harry Potter lore and has so many like references back to not even just the books, but in the movies, but also like offshoot franchises from Harry Potter. It's truly, the writing of this game is like truly unbelievable. So I got into this game and realized how much of this game that I understood more than he does because he's not
a Harry Potter person.
No. So when I started playing, I would just start to play and we'd yell down the hall because it would be like a random Tuesday. I would not be working. He'd be working. And I would just yell down the hall, be like, you don't even get it. You don't even understand. So anyway, so then I just got to a point where I was overly competitive and I was like, listen, he doesn't even understand this game enough. So I need to beat him. And now that has evolved into like, I need to beat this entire game. I need to like do every side quest. I need to like get every collection chest. I need to like do all the things. I don't know, but I'm like quietly obsessed. He keeps just being like, you could play a different game now. And I'm like, nope, locked in.
This is the one. Get out of my way.
I don't even know if I like the PS5 or if I like the game. I don't know. But that takes up like a lot of my life.
Okay.
Right now.
Truly addicted.
Yes. Yeah, it's bad. I did a little like pulling out shorts and dresses and stuff for our trip to Puerto Rico. But
yeah.
Other than that, no, I mostly played Harry Potter Hogwarts.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was not the most productive, but I fully enjoyed myself.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's your downtime. You've chosen that as your downtime.
I just am justifying it by saying at some point I'm going to own a home and I'm going to have kids and like I won't have downtime. So I'm trying to like get all my downtime.
There'll be no Harry Potter time then. So she's got to take it all in.
So although that is the justification I use for just about everything. Like, oh, you need these shoes? Well, you don't have kids yet. So.
Exactly.
Oh, you want to go on this vacation? Well, you don't have kids yet.
Oh, you want to have kids? Get a $900 gown.
It's see?
Great. It's great.
It's flights. Be 2 flights, depending on where you're going.
I'd rather be playing Harry Potter games with you. Losing because I have no idea what's going on and I don't play video games.
So I will preface this by saying, like, I'm really bad at like the classic girl things that we're bad at when we play video games, i.e. like the camera viewing. Like I'm always looking in the wrong direction.
Because you weren't raised on the games.
Walking into walls. Like I'm really bad at I'm really bad at like maneuvering and flying and
because you haven't put in 700 hours of Call of Duty, Tori. You don't know where it is.
Correct.
There's a specific skill you develop when you're in those stupid games.
So we're hoping to be able to find a few more games we can play together. We had one we really loved called It Takes Two, which is, by the way, like the most hysterical game. And it's really fun. We played a little bit of like Lego. We've done a few things together. And so we were trying to find a new game and he like had the little highlighter and his little cursor over the They call them in-person shooting games. And he was like, "You're not ready for that." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm really not."
That's amazing. We'll find out what you're ready for. Let's get to our horoscopes since it's Monday.
Man.
I need to know, we were pretty accurate
Oh my
last week.
God,
Like,
it was so funny.
so spot on. So let's see what this week
Oh,
brings us, shall we?
that was great.
Aries, you may find yourself in a romantic situation. You will find their philosophies worth exploring. Tuesday is the day of the week for you. Taurus, finish overdue paperwork, catch up on letter writing and reading. Thursday is your day. Gemini, be discreet. Don't present your ideas until you're certain that they're foolproof. Tuesday is your day. Cancer, don't reveal information that is personal or confidential emotionally. Things might not run so smoothly for you. Saturday, your pick day of the week. Leo, you will have to be careful not to let infatuations with colleagues get out of hand. Sunday is your day.
Damn.
Right, that was aggressive.
Shut down that office crush real quick.
Virgo, be sure not to reveal private information to the wrong individuals. Don't confide in anybody for the time being. This is Saturday.
Keep
Is
your
your
mouth
day.
shut, Virgo.
That's it.
Keep 'em shut.
Which is surprising because he's always very tight-lipped, my Virgo.
Hmm.
Libra, you should put your efforts into creative projects. Your lucky day is Wednesday. Scorpio, you can't do everything on your own. Jealous attitudes will lead you astray. Tuesday is the day for you. Sagittarius, trips will be enjoyable and communication with your lover will clear up any misconceptions. Wednesday is your pick day of the week. Capricorn, romantic encounters will develop through colleagues. Well, is that me screaming at my husband through the wall? Since we're
You
now
have a date
colleagues.
night in the future?
Maybe, I don't know. It also says you're going to be able to contribute a great deal to organizations that you join. We have our annual meeting coming up. You got it. Friday is our day. Capricorns. Aquarius, you're going to put your energy, which is high, into a new level. Travel will promote new romantic connections.
Who is that?
Wednesday, this is for Aquarius.
Okay.
It says travel will be exciting. Pisces, you must be extremely careful not to let relatives or friends interfere in your personal life. Try not to take others for granted. Tempers could get out of hand this week. Wednesday is your day.
Great, thanks.
I feel like that was also spot on.
It was a little bit spot on, but we're just going to move right along.
That's life, kid. And I don't mean just you as a kid, everyone out there as a kid.
I try to listen to Aquarius too, because my moon sign and my rising sign are also an Aquarius. So I get like a heavy dose of that too. So I liked that little travel situation in there.
Yeah, right.
Like, okay,
it was travel in there twice. It was travel will promote new romantic connections.
Well, we love that.
And then travel will be exciting.
So we love that for a first trip with a romantic partner.
Right.
We're going to learn a lot.
This
but
is
that
some
is
new stuff for you.
That is finding out that it's probably going to go well. Not that I didn't think it was going to go well, but there's always that dash of like,
you just need a little bit of validation. You're like, oh,
Yes.
it's going to be fine.
That's all it is.
I am also that kind of person that waits for somebody else to be like, it's going to be fine. I'm like, okay, it's going to be fine.
I'm really excited. Traveling with my father is a different kind. It's like managing a small child. I can't even comprehend how many times I say to him, like, you run a bank. How do you get through your day? Like, I'm like managing all of his different pieces, telling him where the gate is, making sure he has his boarding pass. I am doing the whole thing. Now, mind you, like, he is an adult man who literally has a fully functioning full-time job.
And you know what? He'd be fine, just fine. But since you're traveling together,
like
you feel the need.
45 minutes late, barely making it onto the plane. Like, the man is the guy that he will run out of gas on the highway with the car that's blaring at him that he's out of gas. Like, that is just the kind of man my dad is. That being said, I'm really looking forward to like taking a back seat and being like, I don't know. Do I have my boarding pass? I don't know.
Because
Like,
you all know
I
that
just
there
got
are
my
two
little
types of travelers.
Yes, I'm excited to like enjoy the other side because I know boyfriend is like he's like this with his traveling. So I'm really excited to be like, sure. Where's the security line? Where's our gate? Okay, I'm gonna get some Starbucks. Like, I'm excited to just relax and not have to like manage.
And that's what this vacation is supposed to be, right? Relaxing.
In theory, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna make him jump into
theory.
Well, there's some adventures to be had. He doesn't know about that, but that's fine. We'll work on.
I'm looking forward to that. I was starting to travel, plan our travel a little bit more in depth, and I'm overwhelmed right now.
I really, really love the travel books. I have a few of them that I really love. Moon, I think, is one of the companies, or like Lonely Planet is another one. I live by them. I
Yeah.
love them so much. I think they're so helpful. The way that they break things down is really, it's so much more comprehensible than like what you get on the internet and like sifting through travel blogs. So if you've thought about,
yeah, Rick Steves is always like the old, but he's so old and
yeah.
so fuddy-duddy. Like I need something current.
So just check the copyright in the books that they're like post 2020
Yeah.
is my only suggestion. But then other than that, I think they update them. Like highly suggest
My new tool
those
is surfing
books.
Instagram. That looks cute. That looks cute. Put that on
Yeah.
the list.
We're doing some of that too. You gotta get a combo though.
Exactly.
All right. Let's get into it. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna get rid of this sad news and then we're gonna move on from it.
I feel like it's validation for her, though. I feel like all the gossip writers and everybody that talks shit about her for so long, they're taking a backseat and they're very apologetic for
As
the
they should be.
BS.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kate Middleton was diagnosed with cancer. She seems to have a good prognosis, though. I think she said that she was taking enough time to figure out how to tell her kids and tell them in a way that let them know and be sure that she was going to be okay, which I think was a really good way to say in her statement, I'm going to be fine. This is currently not life threatening. But
It was shocking. I was in a dressing
yeah,
room of hell waiting to spend my $1
yeah,
million on a dress, and I'm texting Tori, did you see it?
I know.
Because we had just, had a week of it last week that it was relentless and it was rude and it was obtrusive. And we were like, just leave her alone.
Yeah, I think there was I think American media was definitely having fun with it, but I think it took a turn where like what could have been a really fun rumor turned into like dredging up old stuff and making truths out of it that didn't make sense. And I think it put her in a really bad position.
I feel like it's gross though that she felt like she had to tell her medical history to people to get them off her back.
Well, she also was probably being threatened to have her medical history released, I think, because there were reports that they were getting her records. Some nurse or not nurse, that some medical professional was trying to breach her medical records and probably, we assume, to publicize them or get the information. So you wonder if they were able to do that and then she was threatened, like you have to go public, or
Ugh.
I don't know. But obviously we're wishing her well wishes. We hope that she finds strength and recovery, and they did say that they were enormously touched by the kind messages, obviously from people in the UK. I think the US has a lot to be sorry for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, she also but there was a video message as well, right?
Yeah, she had a really nice video of her like sitting on a bench and talking about it pretty directly. It was a very well-written statement. It was very personal. Yeah, I think she did really well. What I will say though is she looked more normal to me, a little like maybe thin, but like she looked more normal to me than she did in the leaked photos of her at the farm.
Yeah.
So I still don't think it was really her at the farm.
No, probably not.
My theory is that like it was a couple completely like accidentally caught up in the storm.
like
that like
why?
happened to look like them.
Yeah, I could see a little resemblance. Okay.
Close enough. Yeah.
Not like they sent somebody out to be like, everything's fine. Look at us.
Yeah, I really like.
I definitely think it was a mistaken identity situation.
And I think we'll find out in like 3 years. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
right.
was mistaken for Kate Middleton once, and I just like didn't know what to do.
But you really weren't. You weren't a good Kate Middleton. You were just a decoy.
Or maybe it was. Maybe it was just the angle. I don't know. But she looked too normal for that to be her.
Yeah.
I guess it was the way I described it. Well, moving on to more fun news. Cameron Diaz had another baby.
Exciting.
Very exciting, with her husband Benji Madden.
Those two have been together for a while. They absolutely adore each other. I always loved Good Charlotte, and I always loved the Madden twins. So I think it's just funny that they end up with Cameron Diaz and Nicole Richie.
I know.
You brothers hit it
That's
very
true.
well.
It just shows you like they're probably really good guys.
Well, I feel like if you're a musician, you have a lot more to offer anyway. Like your brain thinks mathematically. Like you're just on another level of thinking. I feel
you're
like
probably a little bit more normal.
Yeah.
Than like the actors and the child actors.
Ugh, I've been like sucked into like the whole Amanda Bynes
I have not.
saga.
I
And
haven't watched it yet, so we should discuss it once we get in.
yeah, maybe we'll talk about it later on
I
in the
didn't want to
week.
bring it up. It hasn't been a story because I'm like, we'll probably do like a full recap once I'm able to catch
Yeah,
up.
yeah. And if you're not following that story, we'll get into it because he always gave me the creeper vibes. And
Yeah, everybody's saying that. I was too young for it.
yeah,
I also
no,
was not. I didn't have Nickelodeon, so I didn't watch any of those shows. Like I know who these people are, but
yeah.
I didn't grow up with those shows in a way that other people did because
Mhm.
my dad just refused to pay for cable past channel 17 for my whole life.
I appreciate that.
Now we have every streaming service possible, so
You're
he made a
right.
hard left at some point in my life. But
What
anyway,
what is this new baby's name? Because they're not.
Cardinal,
Okay.
Radix, and Cardinal.
Well, it's better than Radix.
Yeah, where did that?
Maddox, Rad Maddox.
Oh,
But it's just bad.
I never put that together. Yeah, Cardinal is odd, but like it could be worse. Is it Cardinal like you're leading an army, or Cardinal like the bird?
I don't know. Either way, she's our nickname is Cardi. We can have fun with that.
That's true. I think it's a boy named Cardi.
That's it.
Okay, I did a very deep dive into this situation for no reason at all.
That sounds like me all the time.
Blanket is
Michael Jackson's.
yes.
Yeah.
First of all, I forgot that kid existed because he's been going by BG.
Okay.
Well, anyway, they're in like some sort of legal battle of some kind. He's coming out and making a statement that he doesn't agree with his grandmother and what she's doing, and that which is like what made the headline, but it's actually like so much deeper than that. So the estate, here's my little recap. The estate of Michael Jackson wanted to do a business deal. And I'm assuming grandmother and BG, blanket,
Biggie?
whatever.
Biggie?
Biggie, whatever. Either way, whoever he is, decided they didn't want the estate to go through with it. But unfortunately, it was like locked airtight. So there was no opportunity for, in his opinion, for the business deal to be overruled.
Okay. Something about covering attorney's fees claimed for legal services.
So this is the next part.
Okay.
So because of that, there was an initial conversation of, well, we're trying to appeal the decision to go through with this business deal.
Yep.
And initially, I think everybody was on board with that. Yes, we don't want to go through, but in further research, the business deal was so airtight that Blanket basically said, there's no point in appealing this.
Yeah.
Because we're going to lose. So the grandmother was basically trying to say, I'm going to appeal this anyway, and I'm expecting the estate to pay for my appeal.
Interesting.
I'm expecting the estate of Michael Jackson to pay all the attorney's fees and all of the legal fees going into me appealing this business deal, essentially.
I'm sorry. I just had to look up how old Catherine Jackson was because I was like, how is she still alive?
Yeah.
She's 93.
Yeah. So
in court battles.
Yeah. Blanket basically came out and said, I'm completely against the estate having to pay your legal fees for an appeal that's going to go through because it's not in the best interest of the estate.
Right.
So he's thinking like, we're trying to maintain the maximum value of the estate. No, I didn't agree with this business deal, but why would the estate now pay for your attorney fees and your legal fees when you're not going to get anywhere anyway?
Yeah, right.
So it's really interesting because it comes out with this big headline of like family drama between Blanket and his grandmother. And like reality, it's like this complete.
I'm not paying for your legal fees, grandma.
Right. Or the estate isn't, because I assume they're all beneficiaries, but the estate is probably like the trust in itself is probably pretty airtight. And when you are a trustee, which I doubt Blanket is because he's the youngest, there'd be no reason, but a trustee would need to do what's best for the estate and what's best for the trust to maintain maximum value. So that's not necessarily to pay for legal fees that aren't gonna go through. Like you're not gonna win the appeal. So like why would it's not the estate's responsibility. So anyway, it's just
he's
it was
also
like a
22.
Yeah, why? Yeah. I mean, this is going to be his probably first, because he's been pretty low key. Probably his first understanding of like, oh, you can't say anything without it becoming a whole thing. Like all I was saying.
Oh, you're new here? Let's get schooled.
But he also probably at 22 has like an enormous amount of education on everything. The trust in the estate of Michael Jackson. Yeah, for sure. especially because they were trying to dismiss his relation to Michael Jackson for his whole life, him and his siblings.
Yeah. Well, Tori had to run, so I am going to wrap things up from here. Get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow us at the First Shot Morning Show on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and wherever it is that you get your podcasts. We'll talk to you then.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.